In this video, I'm going to teach you the proper technique for the wall ball shot. Now, this is a movement that you'll see in CrossFit as well as HYROX. The standard for the wall ball shot is going to be hip crease below the top of the knee and the ball reaches the target. 10 foot for the guys, 9 foot for the ladies is common, and 20-pound ball and a 14-pound ball for the ladies is also pretty common. Different competitions, you may see different things or different standards, but in general, that's what we're looking for. And for health, this is a great movement, and that is the standard that you should shoot for because a deep squat is a healthy squat. Okay, so a couple things you can actually do using this ball to stretch. Put your feet on either side, put your hands down on the ball, take 1 foot back. This ball will give you a nice place to relax your forearms down into and really get your hip below your knee and start to open that up. When we hold the ball, we need to have a good solid front rack position, similar to what we would have with a barbell. Now, with a barbell, we can put our elbow up in front of it and we can get our hand around it. With the ball, we need to hold it so that we can get our elbow ahead of our hand, also have our hands on the bottom of the ball. Now, one of the most common things we see is people pick up this ball and hold it off to the side. The problem with this is our elbows are out here. And so I'm going to have to use this tiny muscle on the top of my shoulder to help throw the ball. We want to use the lats in the back to help support everything that's happening from our legs. So we want to tuck the shoulder back and down. We want to hold the ball on the bottom hemisphere, and we want to keep our elbow ahead of our hand as if possible. Now, I like to put the ball right here underneath my chin. We're going to find our squat stance. The next thing you want to do is squat down without letting your torso drop. Okay, so we want to squat here. If we start to squat like this, again, you're just going to start to load these shoulders, and it's going to make it harder and harder after rep. What you can do to practice this is, and to help open up this position, is do an anchor squat or a turtle squat. So you're going to hold the ball behind your head. This will force your torso up tall. We're going to squat deep. Again, your upper back wants to do this. You're using the weight to help keep everything tall and in a good position. This video is sponsored by 1st Phorm. To check out all the supplements that I take on a daily basis, check out the link in the description, firstphorm.com. Another great thing you can do to warm up the wall ball shot is doing medicine ball thrusters. So we find our hand on the bottom of the medicine ball position. Again, elbow ahead of the hand. We squat down, and then we're gonna press overhead. Now in this overhead position, we wanna see the head underneath the ball. We don't wanna see this, where you're extending your elbows, but your shoulders are not open all the way. Okay, so we want to see this, ribs drawn down, butt is nice and tight. And then on the way back to the shoulder, again, finding this rack position first, and then squatting down. If you can do that, then all we're going to do is shoot the ball. Another common thing we see is people get off of the ground when they shoot. Now, if you've done thrusters with a barbell, typically we'll do like 95, 65, and no one will ever jump with that heavier weight. But for some reason, we put a ball in your hand and you want to jump with it. So I would recommend training the wall ball and practicing with your heels down. A little bit of extension onto the ankles is fine, but we need to basically keep our feet rooted through this whole cycle. So once you get comfortable squatting in a nice upright position and holding that rack position with the ball, then we want to start to shoot it. What we want to do is not add any extra arms to the movement. If we can make this all about our hips and our legs, and the arm is just a follow through of what happened here, that's going to be the best answer long term. You will see people where after they shoot the ball, they do this whole big rainbow. And they think that that helps kind of like flush the lactic acid out of your arms. You'll see them do this over and over again. Now, in my opinion, shorter movement is always more efficient. So adding any extra movement to the movement is not more efficient. So this may feel like, you know, you're kind of shaking your arms out a little bit, but a lot of times we see people, well, this just becomes an extra movement to it. So I recommend don't hold your hand above your head the whole time, but as soon as the ball finishes, we're just letting the arms come right back down to our catch position. Okay, and then you're gonna receive the ball just about your eyes, and then let this be the shock absorber that carries you down into the hole. Hands on the bottom of the ball, again, right in your chin here, close to the body, squat deep, keep the heels down, keep the hands right by the eyes. And in this position, my chin can stay open, right? If my legs get tired, I can always use more arms. Okay. Again, as soon as it comes out, Hands go right to your eyes. And we're making the movement happen with the hips and the legs. A lot of people will get no reps on wall balls because of depth, not so much of height. But typically we see the no rep come from depth. And a lot of that is because when we're holding the ball, what people will do is squat like this. And they'll sit their hips back. You know, at the bottom of the squat, we want to hunt for a bend in your knee, not just tightness in your hip. So if you're holding the ball here and you don't have strong, healthy knees, you're not used to this deep knee bend position and strength here, you're going to have a lot of trouble with the wall ball shot. So don't just use your back. Keep your hips underneath the ball. Bend your knees and your hips as you squat. And if you train your reps like that, I promise your Metcons will improve. You'll be able to do more unbroken reps and your times in HYROX will get way faster. If you need help with your technique, check out Technique Team. There's a link in the description. You can send me videos of you doing your wall ball shot and I will help you know what to do to make it even better. Thanks so much for watching the video and I'll see you in the next one.